What's going on, everybody? It's Nick with Facemask Fantasy, continuing to look at landing spots for the NFL rookies and how to approach them from a dynasty and redraft perspective. If you like what you see and hear from the video, I only ask that you like and consider subscribing. Up today, running back MarShawn Lloyd, the 7th running back selected this year. Lloyd spent 2023 with USC after spending the first 3 years of his collegiate career at South Carolina. He got injured before his freshman season and worked as a reserve for most of the 2021 season. In 2022, Lloyd led the Gamecocks in rushing attempts with 111, rushing yards with 573, and touchdowns with 11, 9 of which were on the ground. Lloyd transferred to Southern Cal for the 2023 season, and he saw an uptick in production. He only received 5 more carries than he did in 2022, but he gained 250 more rushing yards. Of course, defensive play in the Pac-12 isn't regarded as very strong, especially compared to the SEC. Still, Lloyd averaged 7 yards a carry and totaled another 9 rushing scores, all of which was enough for the Packers to make him a third-round pick. Lloyd joins a backfield that already includes free agent signing Josh Jacobs and incumbent A.J. Dillon. Both players seemingly took a step back last year. Jacobs led the league in rushing in 2022, but had the worst year of his career thus far in 2023. He averaged just 3.45 yards per carry, although the Raiders' offense as a whole was not good. So the situation wasn't great. The Packers' offense is a better situation. That means there's reason for optimism for a bounce back. As for Dillon, he also averaged just 3.4 yards per carry in 2023, and figures to be feeling the most pressure with the addition of Lloyd. Fair to say, the Packers are probably hoping Lloyd shows enough in camp to eventually leapfrog Dillon on the depth chart. So how does that happen? Well, standing at 5'9", weighing about 220 pounds, Lloyd is considered a versatile player at the position with big playability. But he's also got significant questions about his pass protection and ball security. Neither are considered a strength, and obviously putting the ball on the ground is the easiest way for a back to find himself on the bench. Splashy plays and chunk yards are great, something an offense looks to achieve multiple times per game. But if a running back can't pick up a blitz, or worse, fumble the football, then he won't see the field. These areas will be crucial for Lloyd to prove he can handle at the pro level. If he can, he should be able to develop into a good change of pace option for the team's backfield. For dynasty managers, Lloyd is a late second, early third round pick in dynasty rookie drafts, depending on if it's one quarterback or super flex. He's not a guy you could consider starting for at least the first month of the season, most likely, but he's an intriguing upside depth option to take the long view on. If you happen to have Jacobs, perhaps he's a player you prioritize a little bit more to protect your investment. As for redraft folks, Lloyd currently has a way too early ADP of about 151 on Underdog Fantasy. As intrigued as I am by Lloyd's upside, again, I think we need to be more long-term with that. I won't likely be taking any shares of him at that cost. Not only does he have work to do as far as being an overall pro, but recent history shows the Packers don't typically give their rookie backs a ton of work at first. They didn't do it with A.J. Dillon, and they didn't do it with Aaron Jones. It's possible Lloyd doesn't even move up beyond third on the depth chart this year anyway. Something we're rooting for him, but we don't know if it's going to happen. I'll consider cheaper options like Ty Chandler or Tyler Algier a little bit later in redraft. Lloyd will be behind Jacobs for the 2023 season, so a big win for his rookie campaign is if he can usurp Dillon as the team's RB2, say by the Packers bye week. Dillon has been a steady option for Green Bay in years past, but he's not a home run threat, and he just wasn't good in 2023. Lloyd can add some juice to this offense in the form of acceleration and burst, but that alone only gets you so far in the NFL. Perfectly fine to be optimistic about him, I certainly am, but temper expectations for a significant impact in 2024 as long as Jacobs is healthy. But 2025 and beyond could be a different story. We'll, of course, continue to monitor this situation as it develops, but what do you guys think? Put any thoughts you have in the comment section below, and we can have a conversation about this. Till then, this is Nick with Facemask Fantasy. Thanks for listening.